Good evening and welcome to the Reston Community Center Board of Governors monthly meeting for November 2024. We'll now call the meeting to order. First order of business is the approval of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Been moved and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Next order of business is the approval of the October 7th board minutes.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Next order of business is the approval of the October 7th board actions.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Next order of business is the chair's remarks. I tried to answer everybody who came to my concert last week. So I just want to say again to anybody that I missed out there, thank you very much, because I found out a lot of people had to run off that were there. I found out from my daughter.
It was a great concert.
And I'm 82. That's all I take from it. I'm 82.
Well, there was more than that.
Yeah.
There
Just
was
keep
a lot of
going.
music.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Keep going.
As long as you keep getting days, you're good.
That, and I know, as long as you wake up, your eyes open, it's a good thing. We are now, tonight, we are here earlier because of the events of tomorrow. And every year, for the MLK activities, I join the orchestra for Silent Spring, which was a piece written by E.Y. Yip Harburg. And every year it's more relevant than the year before. Silence is what will kill us. This is a poem called Risk. And then the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Ruminate on that tonight. The next order of business is introduction of visitors. Harvey
Well,
and
technically, Malka is a visitor for this meeting.
Right.
Right, this meeting.
Exactly.
that's true, but she ain't sitting over there.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Do you have any input?
I am observing this one.
Okay. The next order of business is the October 7th Finance Committee report. And
You have the written version in here. Just go over things briefly again, especially for anyone who wasn't here last time. Taxes are on track after the first tranche, about 51%, which is pretty much what we expect. Thanks to Biden and Harris, interest is way ahead of budget at about 80%. Want to give credit where credit is due, and I think Vice President Harris gets most of it. Professional touring artist series. Revenue so far looks good, about 60% projected, in part thanks to Judy Collins' 2 sold out shows. I was there when those went on sale, and boy, it was a madhouse in here. It was kind of insane. And one thing I'm rather pleased about, $117,000 in fee waivers so far, which is always a good thing to see. Personnel generally on track. Obviously, there'll be some extra costs involved with having the overlapping executive directors, but as it takes a little while to backfill Phoebe's soon-to-be former spot, that's sort of will help to offset some of that a bit. Operating expenses, there's a lot of upfront stuff. Some of that upfront stuff includes sponsorships and utilities that all get, the contracts sort of get loaded in as sort of liabilities, if you will, that we then sort of charge down as we go through the year. Capital projects, energy usage intensity reduction project has closed out. We had a nice little event for that last time, and that was lovely. RCC on Wheels is coming in below the expected amount by a few $100,000, and so it's always good to see some savings like that. Capital improvement plan, locker room, HVAC, and exterior switchboard are adding up to about $460,000 total for those two capital projects. So that's sort of the big stuff there. On the budget for next year, about a $12 million total budget for the 26 budget. That's about $7.5 million for personnel, $4 million for operating, about $500,000 for capital, and I think those numbers added up. And then a revenue estimate of
They
a
do
little.
on paper.
Okay, excellent. Well, I just hope that I set them somewhat close to correctly. And then a revenue estimate of a little under $12 million, though given the way interest has been performing in taxes, I wouldn't be surprised if it hit 12 million. And then we have the fund statements. Capital project reserves are, I don't know, a little over 1.5 million short of their cap. But we'll see how that goes when we close out the everything from the fiscal year. Could end up going higher with the completion of fiscal year 25. So any corrections, questions on the finance committee? I know that was a big one because we had budget transmittal memos and a lot of stuff to go through. All right, and again, the printed version is in the is in your binder.
Under minutes.
Hmm?
Under minutes.
Under minutes.
Under committee reports.
But it's under committee reports, isn't it?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Really?
Really? Okay. Now, the next report is from Shane on the November 4th preference fund.
Yes, so it says November 4th here.
No, that's the day you're delivering it.
Oh, I forgot about this report.
It's in your binder.
I don't see anything.
It's a standard report that just discusses the results and, no, it's not in the binder.
It's not in here.
Oh,
I did not
I'm so sorry.
see
I
that
didn't.
for review today.
I'll go get that.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
basically the results.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't so much
One of my
into,
favorites.
other people use that, other people were into Inagata Davida. Mine was Moby Dick from Song of Mates and Sing.
Greatest song of all time, Light My Fire, the 7-minute version.
Music is a personal preference, as we know.
Pretty sure it was in the board package online.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Where is? Let's see, looking at here.
That's okay.
Stats and recommendations.
Yeah, there you go. Parting shot.
All right, so the 2024 Preference Poll Committee Chair reports. We had 4 contestants in this race, obviously 2 incumbents, Bill Bowie and Lisa Seacrest, who are welcome back, and also
Well, we had 5. 4?
Incumbent.
4.
Yeah.
4 total.
Sorry.
Right. Yep.
3 songs.
Yeah.
And Minaz and Malka, and the results, Lisa and Bill are welcome back, and Malka has joined us, so welcome. Thank you. Looking at the voter turnout, pretty standard with what I've seen, at least since I've been here. Looks like a total of about 5.67% of the potential voters actually turned out. Yeah, that's what I got. So, do we have any? On the backside, recommendations.
Those are the dates for next year.
No
Okay.
recommendations, right? For strategies.
So next next year.
All right, so the recommended schedule for next year will be candidate filing August 1st to August 15th, Friday to Friday. Candidate photo and orientation, August 15th, Friday. Voting will be a 3-week duration from Friday, September 5th to Friday, September 26th at 5 p.m. Mailed ballots must be received by 5 p.m. on Thursday, September 25th. And then we'll go back to our candidates forum. Will need to occur during the week of September 2nd to the 5th. Labor Day is a Monday that week. The Lila Gordon Theater is the ideal location for the forum. We've added their name before.
What theater?
The Lila Gordon Theater.
That's new to me.
Continuing these strategies, have a minimum of 1 board member attend the candidates orientation meeting if it's required, so that the board perspective can be provided to the new candidates. Include the date and time of the candidates forum with the printed mailed materials. Promote the candidates forum broadly as a video. Use a script to support the video live streaming of the forum. Continue putting out our ballot boxes concurrently with the start of online voting. Signage and instructions will indicate that voters may drop the ballots in them, but they should not leave ballots on our service counters or hand them to staff. Signage will indicate the regular business hours in which the ballot boxes will be available. We will update the mailing lists and assure the match between the provisional ballot credentials and the printed ballots for them is correct. Make sure that when a provisional ballot is provided, the patron is instructed to drop that ballot in the ballot box in either facility. Do we have any questions? Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I move to accept the committee reports.
I was just getting ready to ask you that, Mr.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and second that the committee reports be accepted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Next order of business is the board member input on activities attended since last we met. Vicki?
Well, I attended the Reston Hoops event for raising money for cancer, for children's cancer, and many Reston Hoops practices. And things are getting better. We've got a ways to go. But anyway.
That's what youth sports is all about, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Passing is just as important as scoring.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, piggybacking off that, I met the superstar of your team. That was after hearing about all these wonderful things. I ran into you guys at Target.
Oh, that's
So that
right.
was very exciting. It's like, hey, I know you. I wanted an autograph, but I let her be. She was shopping. She was shopping. But,
She would have given it.
That's great. That's great. This month was not as busy for me. I wanted it to be, but the month started with I did a field trip for one of the private schools in Reston. I can't think of the name right now. It'll come to me, but it's the one that's right off of Sunset Hill Boulevard. But they came to the Reston Museum to learn about the museum and get a little bit of history of that, and also a little tour of Lake Ann. And it was interesting to work again with it was about 20 first graders. I hadn't done that in a long time. To tell them about Reston, they asked all these questions, and it was very exciting. And the parents saying, "I know you, I know that." That was a little interesting, but they were happy to learn about Reston. Some people had no idea. I'm always amazed how little people know about Reston. So I love being on the tour and telling the young people all the history. It was deep. But when they went down there, they loved playing on the, I think the timeless artifacts that are there in Reston, the sailboat, and they went on the bridge and all that stuff. And it was just a nice day. So that worked out really well. I also attended Arts Fairfax, which I love. That's always a wonderful. I think we were a wonderful afternoon to see all the art in Fairfax County, but how much attention is paid to it, and how many people really put that in the forefront. My parents, particularly my mom, was really into the arts, so I grew up with it. I love it, but I'm not as knowledgeable as my mom was. I wish I were, but it was a wonderful event, and that, I think that was mostly it that I did. And I missed Beverly. I apologize. I wanted to be at your awesome concert, but I missed it. I was out, and I couldn't get back in time.
Well, I'll be 82 in another term.
Oh,
Same time next year.
Same time.
A lot of
I had a lot of meetings. I had a lot of meetings. I went to the Reduce Shakespeare and had an opportunity to participate in the renaming of the center stage to the Lila Gordon Theater, which is kind of fun. And lots of meetings specifically around budget with the Park Authority, trying to deal with proposed 10% cut, which we had to submit. So we'll see where that goes. And I've had some. I had my quarterly meeting with Matt Cummins, which was kind of interesting with Wrestling Association. He and I meet on a quarterly basis now regularly. It's actually on the calendar, the date and the time through the end of 2025. So we're making some progress there, having some good open discussions. And I participated in my 14th presidential election by vote.
Okay.
There you go.
That's cool, yay.
And you were at the Arts Fairfax.
And I was at the Arts Fair.
See a few meetings, Human Services Council, the SCIP, the Successful Children and Youth Policy Team. We had about 5 meetings a year, and so we had that one, and that's always a really good meeting. Couple South Lakes football games. The upside is my wife, who's having back spasms, does not have to worry about any more football games after the regular season. So I'm looking on the bright side. Not a strong
Not like
football
this.
season for South Lakes. And sorry, I missed the Arts Fairfax thing, so it came up at the last minute. And a lot of UVA marching band performances, which are interrupted by football attempted playing. Yeah, they're also not good. You only need to get 6 wins to be bowl eligible. UVA started off the season 4-1, and none of us who know the team thought they would be bowl eligible. And sure enough, they are 4-4, and it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But
They're more academic than athletic at UVA.
Sure. Yes.
They are.
Yeah, go with that. Certainly more academic than,
Sounds like an
Duke or
excuse.
Michigan. I mean, sure, right.
A very wahoo.
All right,
Wahoo!
Are you referring to the current national champions?
And, actually, you know what, that's funny, you should mention that. Actually, and I did attend the one Plan Forward meeting as well. For the recreation-oriented Plan Forward meeting.
Which is a conversation about the comprehensive plan.
Comprehensive.
Awesome. Washington West Film Festival was in town. And it was a really great event. They had a lot of different events spanned across the week, I believe. We attended a few of those, including the Kevin Bacon concert. Nobody else went?
The Bacon Brothers.
The Bacon Brother concert,
Yeah.
which was crazy. I mean, there were
Yeah.
thousands of people there.
Yeah.
Just a great way to bring that entertainment in during the film festival. I think I forgot to say last time I went to Northwest Federal Credit Union Foundation's 20th anniversary. They have been around for 20 years now, and they're under new leadership, and they're doing a lot of great things in the community and surrounding communities. In addition to that, we handed off the Reston Forward Thanksgiving Warm Meal Drive to the Northwestern Credit Union Foundation. And they're teaming up with Thompson Hospitality again to make it much larger than we could provide here. And they're doing it throughout the entire DMV region across Mashbox, Milk and Honey, Hen Quarter, and Makers Union now. So that's going to have a very strong reach, and it's going to be much larger than in the past. So that was just a good thing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was my October.
You want to,
I was on that Plan Forward call as well, which was really interesting. A little eye-opening, especially when the guy from the Parks Authority, when they were talking about how, if there's like a development that comes up, how those developments have to give a certain amount of money to things like recreation. And the guy was like, yeah, but we don't really know where that money goes. Like, I was just like, oh, well, this is gonna be a very interesting couple of years, isn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were at that Bacon Brothers thing too, though. Yeah. It was bad. I mean, you literally couldn't move. There were so many people. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5,000 people.
Wow. Very cool.
Beverly?
Oh, yes, what did I do? I went to the Arts Fairfax, and two people that I was really, really, really happy to see at my concert were your mom and Carol Ann, because I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
And the person that
Carol
was-
probably brought my mom to that.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
My mom said so, but that doesn't make it true. But I would
She
assume
did.
that that was.
She
the
did, she did.
We
We have a
It was-
picture to prove it.
Yeah,
Yay.
We have a picture of them.
Oh, really? My mom and Carol and you?
yeah.
All right, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and the person that was screaming down front about driving 14 hours to get here to my concert was somebody who, she was my hairdresser 9,000 years ago, I can't even remember. But she was originally on Lake Ann Plaza and then moved into Herndon.
I was
And I
gonna
have
say to
a
Kissimmee. I was gonna say Kissimmee or something. 14 hours sounds like
I don't know-
Orlando Metro.
Well, I don't know where she lives now. You know, she used to live
She got lost.
She lived
Right?
for long.
We're like,
For long.
why
You
can't
could
you
use
talk?
MapQuest.
She didn't have ways.
She had a detour.
Yeah, I don't know what she was talking about, or whatever. And the Arts Fairfax. I was just thinking about, I keep thinking about all these groups that I was a part of back in the time. Because I was on the Arts Council.
Same organization.
Yeah, I
New
know.
name.
Back in the day, we used to meet in the library, yeah. Okay, next order of business is continuing business.
So we have the 3 plans that are part of the Commission on Accreditation for Parks and Recreation Agency, CAPRA, which is the accrediting arm of National Recreation and Park Association. These plans are updated every 5 years in conjunction with that cycle. And our master editor, Paul, has what you have in your folders or what you had in the board package link that he sent out are the plans with his markup, his edits, which were very helpful and which we will accept upon your acceptance of those corrections and edits. And we would appreciate a motion for approval as corrected.
I move that we approve the RCC Master Plan, Marketing and Communication, Community Relations Plan, and Risk Management Plans as edited.
Second.
Been moved and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
I will say they were very well done.
Yes. Very well
And
done.
very, very well done. And the statistics that are included in the risk management plan and the master plan, we should publicize those somewhere because they're critically important for people to know.
Well, it'll all be published somewhere on our website.
No, but I'm saying a breakout of those statistics with
Oh, sure.
population
Yeah,
and those kinds of things
Yeah.
really needs to
Yeah.
be pinpointed.
Yeah, people I think are not completely aware of
They are not.
how diverse
No.
and how big this community has
Right.
gotten.
Yes.
Right.
I think people still sometimes feel like it's about 25, 30,000 people.
Yeah, I would just send out a.
Nearly
You need the
70,000.
demographic stuff.
It's
in
all the
That's in the
demographic
master
stuff.
plan and
Yeah.
the marketing and community
Yeah.
relations stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
yeah.
that should be put, I mean, even if we send a
Sure.
quick email or something out in the know.
Well, we could
where we
certainly do
stand.
something like what the Park Authority does with those
Yeah, we do that
infographics.
once a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Love it, yeah.
yeah, good idea.
Yeah, agreed.
Good idea. going to all those meetings helps.
Yeah.
Being old and going to those meetings.
You're older,
We don't-
not
we-
old.
We don't say that.
Okay, all right.
We don't say
Spirit.
old, yes.
Older.
Seasoned.
That's what damn work.
Okay, I will now adjourn the 2023-2024 board.
And now we will
And now we will convene.
reconvene. And Bibi and I are gonna switch seats.
There you go.
Just to get
Oh,
her,
they're gonna fish
get
on.
her used to this spot.
Don't forget your nameplates.
Yeah.
Shane, before you leave tonight, I need to talk.
Well, this will be your last time
I'm saying
leaving
now,
that
it may be
seat.
the point, 'cause I have to think about it.
That's right.
I'll forget at the end of the meeting.
Yeah.
Not because I'm older, just because I'll forget.
Okay.
Maybe.
Josie Doe.
These are just kind of petite, that's all.
Okay, now we will reconvene.
Now, wait a minute.
And welcome our new board member.
Welcome.
Next order of business is to the nominating committee. Proposed officer slate. Vicky?
The nominating committee conferred, and we felt that in this period of transition, it would be a good idea to keep stability at the top. And so we are nominating Bev Caution to continue as chair, Bill Bowie as vice chair, Lisa Earhart as secretary, and Paul Thomas as treasurer. All have agreed to serve, and that is our recommendation, unless you want to add anything.
Nothing to add.
Okay, so,
You have to vote.
yes.
Mhm. I move that we accept the slate as presented.
I
I
second it.
think they just changed that rule and you have to vote on each position
Oh, we do?
separately.
Wow.
Okay.
This year or coming up? You have to do it right
No,
now?
starting now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, in that case, I
Open nominations for the chair.
all right. Well, I think we have the chair.
The chair's got to open nominations for the chair.
So you have to do that, right?
There's got to be a nomination for the chair. I nominate Bev Caution as chair.
Second.
Gotcha.
Second it.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I nominate Bill Bowie as vice chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You have to.
I nominate Lisa Earhart for secretary.
Okay, the committee.
All
We
those-
nominate Lisa Earhart as secretary.
Right. Second.
All in
All in
favor?
favor?
Aye.
We nominate Paul Thomas as treasurer.
I second it.
Close the nomination.
Oh, we close that. There you go.
Close that. We're done.
Close out the
No
nomination.
debate.
There we go.
All those in favor say aye.
Create a
Aye.
new script for this activity.
Yeah, right,
We'll forget next year.
right. No, we won't. If I'm here, I'll remember.
Okay, thanks.
Congratulations to the new
Congratulations to the new
board.
Continuing.
The new.
We didn't even change seats.
That's actually true.
We could do that.
It's quite true.
We can just switch around some. Okay, the new chair's remarks. I have never, I've been with, I was talking about the Arts Council before. I was with the Workhouse when they first started. I've been on all these different boards. I started I was a founding member of the chorale, the players. But the thing that has, and I was president of the orchestra for 10 years, but the thing that has given me the most feeling of accomplishment and connection to the community has been being here. And especially being with this board, this executive director, who thinks she's leaving next month.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, we have plans. Welcome BB to the seat, because I have a thing I have to send to you that I just found for you today. But she will be great, and we're not gonna miss you because we're not gonna let you go too far.
I will.
Because whenever it's like the thing, the kid has left, we are the children, you're leaving the nest, but we can keep asking you things and bringing you back. But it has been just a very fulfilling to be on this board and to work in this community. And like Lisa was saying, a lot of people don't know about Reston and about our story, and they should. And I remember the very first board I was on was the Actors Center. And I told them, we had our second meeting, and I said, I do not stay where I get a stomachache. Because there were all these little political things happening, and I said, you know, this doesn't work for me. And that's why I have watched all of the changes. And I always say, whenever you put me out there to say anything, this is the heart of the community. And it really is. And it will continue to be under her leadership.
Indeed.
And now, the inaugural Executive Director's Report.
The moment is here. The moment is here. Well, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to introduce myself, Phoebe Nguyen, as the new Executive Director of this amazing organization. I want to first thank you to the Personnel Committee and the board members who had supported my endorsement for the position, and also to the amazing leadership of Lila, who had ensured and checked every box and dot every I and cross every T to ensure a smooth and successful transition. Thank you. And I want to welcome Malka to our board. I am excited, I'm focused, I'm passionate, and every day I come with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and surprisingly it's been some heavy lifting the last few months, but I have never been more energized. So thank you for letting me lead this amazing organization. I look forward to working with all of you, finishing out our strategic plan in the next few years and crafting the next one for our community and our CC. And I'm looking forward to leading an even more amazing and successful organization. So thank you. Back to the business at hand, the Executive Director report for this month. Under the facilities pillar, we advised the board that we had the transformer replaced by Dominion Energy, and that took place earlier, like about mid-month in October, and that was all, very minimal interruption to our services and operations. Everybody would be happy to hear that a lot of progress is made on the design and fabrication. It's been exciting because I get to see sort of what it would look like. So we can't wait to unveil that to everybody. One of the biggest thing in October was that the Hunters Woods Neighborhood Coalition reconvened with Supervisor Alcorn's office, and we had a very big group of partners. About 25 attendees came from all over, some community organizations and some from the Homeowners Association and our neighboring communities, to discuss the concerns and challenges that we're experiencing with our unhoused neighbors. And there was a report that was come out with a lot of strategies that all the partners are pursuing to help with the concerns. From the system side, on the equity side, we are very happy to report that our third-party vendor who provide the platform for our online registration has now caught up with our own website and provide the Google translations on that MyRCC landing page. So it sort of mirrors where you can select the language that you prefer, and almost I would say, except for e-tics, I think our entire complete website is now translatable into over 100 languages, so that's a very, very good thing. Community connections, I participated at the Chalk Fest, and Supervisor Alcorn, myself, and Stuart Holt from Arts Fairfax announced all the winners. It was a very exciting event because we had professionals, we had families, we had all walks of life, little kids to older artists who were doing amazing artwork, and it was just really cool to see after such a few years of hiatus that they came back and there was so much support and participation. I've been participating on Ethics Day, and it's moving to a much earlier date, so the Monday right before Thanksgiving, that's going to be the Ethics Day for this year. We have a new principal that's very, very supportive, so the Ethics Day is going to be mandatory for the entire senior class, so the participation level is exciting the planning committee and the different modules that we're going to put together for the day. So right now we're in the volunteer recruiting stage and then training and all that, but I think they have a really set good template for the day, and we're excited to see that more of the student population is going to be attending. In programs and services, we have the Halloween Fun Day, Boo at the Pool. Community Coffee has sort of morphed and incorporating a monthly theme to kind of, get people more excited about it, and it happened on the same day as the Halloween Fun Day, so it brought sort of the two communities together, which I thought was really cool. Our Reduced Shakespeare Company, when they were in town doing the announcement of the new theater, also worked with our young arts theater students, and I thought that must have been a really good experience for them as well. Of course, Beverly's Costumes concert was amazing. She did the last number as a tribute to Lila, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the house, and I thought that was really special. So on the communications front, we're going to have a new public information starting next week, I believe. Catherine Kovac and Lila and I have been working on finalizing the wrap of the rental RCC on Wheels. So that's really exciting, and that's going to be debuting at the holiday parade the day after Thanksgiving. So if you have an RSVP for your parade tickets, you get a little preview of our RCC on Wheels as well. And then on the stewardship and accreditation, that's a lot of the heavy lifting that's been happening, is all the review process of those documents. And as you might have had some experience with the three that you approved tonight, they're very detailed, and we do go through it with a very fine-tooth comb. Other than that, we are doing other, software upgrades and rebooting some of the things that have been sort of sitting stale for a period of time, and we're just getting kind of all the new staff back on board. And other than that, my activities include the meet and greet with Brian Hill that Lila put together. I attended the first senior management team meeting on behalf of RCC. I attended the Arts Fairfax luncheon with all of you, and that was fantastic. And then a lot of chambers planning meetings. So, Lila, would you like to?
Nope.
No, she would not like to. So, just to be clear, she didn't say she had nothing. She just doesn't, she would not like to.
How's
So
that
she answered the
feel?
question you posed.
How does that feel?
Double time.
Wow.
You had the tape
No,
like just to
She's
make
not
sure.
even gonna tell us what she participated.
Order.
And I said, "Oh, pass." Like that.
That was a special moment.
Okay, the next order of business is new business. Bill has his hat on. Do you have any new business? If we still have to do that, we're trying to get our tickets from the box office.
Oh.
I talked to her the other day, she was gonna send them to me, she didn't, and they're closed tonight. But I will be here, I'll be here Wednesday night anyway.
For Judy Collins, yeah, he's like, don't give
Well,
away.
be sure that you check your email. It's
The
gonna
e-ticket.
have a link.
Yeah,
From
I know,
e-tickets.
I've been looking for it.
Okay.
I got mine
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
We'll
Well, I just asked for mine.
I'll check on it.
we'll get them.
Yeah, just gotta
Anyway,
make
we
sure
can,
that-
we can have this knocked down, drag out.
Yeah, I don't mind sitting
Okay.
back, but come
All
But
right,
you do wanna make a note of the actual events that are occurring.
yes,
Yes.
you notice
Yeah.
that there's the Wednesday one, there's a board orientation
With
This
Supervisor
Saturday.
Hall?
on the 16th, right?
Saturday.
That's not the same.
Yep, I know, I made a mistake there, get off the.
And then there's the Thanksgiving food drive. I always find no matter how much food there is, there's so many volunteers that it's over in no time. If
Got that
you
with
show
science.
up a little late, you miss it. I think that's terrific. And the holiday parade. And who's our grand marshal this year?
I
Let us
don't
guess.
know. A special car.
They actually have a standard convertible for the grand marshal. I asked.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. I'm excited. You're way
you
back
gotta
there.
practice your
Ask
weight.
Robert to
You got your
practice
weight.
his.
Right, wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow. That's right, wrist,
I'm
elbow,
gonna take her in the
wrist,
back of the
elbow,
cycle
elbow.
truck.
Oh, gosh.
I don't have it, I don't know how to.
Okay, I think that's all we have to tell you. Have a good week out there. Remember to vote in the morning
And happy Thanksgiving.
and a happy Thanksgiving. We'll
That's
see
right.
you next month.